I suppose I didn't think about how it was for everyone else.
Well, that's all right. I know you didn't.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And it would mean a lot.
Jim Parsons has become a beloved actor, best known for his iconic role as Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory. However, his career spans a range of impactful films and TV shows, many of which focus on LGBTQ+ history and poignant character portrayals. Parsons' roles in Hollywood, as talent agent Henry Wilson, Hidden Figures, as a NASA engineer, and The Normal Heart, as a gay man fighting the AIDS crisis, showcase his ability to take on emotionally complex characters. He also narrates young Sheldon, expanding on his famous character's childhood, while his role in Spoiler Alert, based on the memoir of Michael Ausiello, reveals his depth as an actor portraying grief and love. Additionally, his performances in The Boys in the Band and A Kid Like Jake further demonstrate his versatility and ability to tackle difficult themes with sensitivity and humor. Jim Parsons' 10 Best Movies and TV Shows. Jim Parsons has been acting since the early 1990s, getting his start in theater, but his best movies and TV shows are from more recent years. TV audiences will likely forever know Parsons as Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory, but the actor has taken on a variety of projects on screen and has given particularly thoughtful and empathic performances in roles depicting LGBTQ+ history. Parsons' role as Sheldon is still the most outsider of the friend group. He is the one least comfortable in social situations, but not afraid to voice his annoyance, anger, or discomfort. He is also the one least interested in a romantic relationship for most of the series and the character who grows the most throughout the show. Parsons is at turns sarcastic, controlled, and childlike in the role while still subtly showing Sheldon's growth throughout the series. The Big Bang Theory follows a group of scientists and friends who navigate life, work, and romance in California. All 4 members of the group specialize in different disciplines while working for the same university and bond over their interest in different science fiction franchises. The sitcom is largely a coming-of-age story for the group as all 4 men make breakthroughs in their careers and personal lives that allow them to grow up and become more fulfilled. Parsons will likely be known for his role as Sheldon Cooper for the rest of his life, no matter how many other acting projects he takes on. Even if The Big Bang Theory had not been wildly successful, that likely would have been true since Parsons played the role for 12 years before also narrating the spin-off series. Parsons' role as Sheldon is still the most outsider of the friend group made for Netflix. Hollywood looks at the golden age of development in the titular city. It spotlights Hollywood post-World War II as artists and actors dreamed of success and worked to become stars. The series features a large ensemble cast of characters, some of whom are inspired by real people, but the series is counterfactual, providing an alternate look at the history of the time. Parsons stars as Henry Wilson, a talent agent in Hollywood at the time. He is often credited for developing the beefcake aesthetic for actors of the 1950s. In real life, Wilson is the agent responsible for discovering and turning Lana Turner and Rock Hudson into stars. Wilson, however, was a closeted gay man and often got sexual favors from male clients in exchange for making them stars. That part of his story is explored in Hollywood, making this one of Parsons' smarmiest roles. It is very different from the roles Parsons has had previously that explored LGBTQ+ history. His performance earned him an Emmy nomination. Parsons plays the head engineer of the Space Task Group. He is meant to signify the racial tension of the time as well as the sexism of the workplace. He is initially the most dismissive of the new addition to their team, Taraji P. Henson's Katherine Goebel. He even goes as far as to remove her name from reports so that he gets the sole credit because human computers are not supposed to be authors, according to him, though he does eventually change his ways. Like The Normal Heart, Hidden Figures is also based on real events. Also like The Normal Heart, Hidden Figures features Parsons in a supporting role. The movie focuses on 3 black women who work at NASA during the space race of the 1960s. It is inspired by the real events surrounding their time there as they are all mathematicians but follow very different career paths within the company. Parsons plays a friend of one of the characters. He, alongside his friends, founds the Gay Men's Health Crisis in the movie. It's a community organization that is at the forefront of fundraising for AIDS research and supporting those affected by it. While all of the main characters have personal connections to the crisis, it is Parsons' Tommy who underscores both the personal level of the crisis and the enormity of it. He pulls contact cards from his Rolodex for friends who die from AIDS, and the pile grows throughout the movie and its credits. The Normal Heart is based on the play of the same name. It was made exclusively for HBO before being released on DVD later the same year. The Normal Heart centers on the rise of the AIDS crisis in the early 1980s in New York. While it is inspired by real events, and many of the characters are inspired by real people, their real names are not used in the movie itself. The movie focuses on the crisis through the lens of a writer, Mark Ruffalo, and his closeted lover who is also a journalist, Matt Bomer. As they find themselves at the center of the crisis, they also end up in the middle of support groups and new medical research. Parsons is responsible for creating a lot of Sheldon's character, so it's great to get to see him explore that in a new way. Young Sheldon is the first spin-off series of the sitcom The Big Bang Theory. It chronicles the titular character's childhood in Texas and his experience as a child genius getting into college ahead of his peers. Because the series is set in Sheldon's childhood, Parsons does not play a physical role in the show. Instead, the show fleshes out the Cooper family and expands on stories from the flagship series about Sheldon's childhood with Ian Armitage in the title role. Parsons narrates the events as Sheldon looks back on his youth. What is great about this series is that it allows Parsons to still embody his best-known character with his excellent line deliveries and dry humor while allowing a new actor to get the chance to shine on screen. Parsons is responsible for creating a lot of Sheldon's character, so it's great to get to see him explore that in a new way. Spoiler alert is based on the memoir of the same name. Jim Parsons plays the writer of the memoir, entertainment journalist Michael Ausiello. Though Ausiello has had an impressive career as a journalist, working for such outlets as Entertainment Tonight and Entertainment Weekly before founding TV Line, the movie is not about his work there. Instead, Ausiello penned a memoir about his relationship with photographer Kit Cowan after his death. The movie follows their relationship while Ausiello's career is used more to flesh out his character. Parsons stars as Michael, and he gives a poignant portrayal of a man initially afraid of commitment, one also traumatized by the death of his mother due to cancer. Michael has to confront both of those head-on in his relationship with Kit as they have ups and downs for 13 years, both struggling with their first long-term relationship. Kit is also diagnosed with a rare form of C.